This under the radar tech penny stock is partnered with big industry giants like IBM and Intel, and they just announced big news this week. I'm going to dive into what makes Turnium Technology Group, ticker symbol TTGI, a very interesting tech stock to watch. Hey, my name is Chris. We talk about stocks and investing on this channel, and in this video we're covering Turnium Technology Group, ticker symbol TTGI. This is a relatively small company, approximately 10 million market cap as of this recording, but I will say that it has impressive sales for its size, which we'll talk about all the financials in just a bit, and it's going after big opportunities in what could grow into a $50 billion plus total addressable market. But more on that later. So what is Turnium? Turnium is in the networking and connectivity industry, specifically SD-WAN. What Turnium does is that they're a B2B cloud-based connectivity solution that weaves together data and connections from assets like smart vehicles, IoT devices, applications, data from any sort of cloud into a single secured network using multiple circuits from multiple carriers. Or this can be even deployed as a secure, dedicated instance for individual customers. So Turnium has this technology that makes networks more secure, gives more bandwidth, makes sure that these systems do not fail. They have a backup connection or many connections, and they white label this to other businesses. And as I mentioned earlier, Turnium has a lot of great strategic partners like IBM, Red Hat, Intel, other companies where either Turnium's technology is provided as an add-on to those customer services, or those customer services are also integrated along with Turnium as a package. Some of the work that Turnium has done in the past includes connecting multiple Starlink satellite connections with LTE. Turnium's technology helps its clients provide more reliable connections, wider reach, and faster speeds. Why is Turnium important? Well, in this day and age, there are still a lot of people that don't have internet connection at all in this world, right? Globally, approximately 1/3 of the whole population does not have internet. And of that 2/3 that do have internet, not always is the connection reliable. Even if you do live in like a first world environment like the United States or Canada or Europe, right? There are still times, of course, when you suffer internet outages, the service gets disrupted, and that's not great, right? Think about the times when Facebook is down or some of your favorite applications are down. That's annoying. If you go to a restaurant or a store and their point of sale system is not working, it's down, you can't buy and sell stuff, that is definitely a pain. That results in real losses of money, of course, and reputation for companies and clients, right? So that is a big issue that Turnium is trying to address. So now we've established the basics of SD-WAN and Turnium, what the business does. Let's talk about how the business is going so far, and then we'll dive into that big news that they released this week in just a few moments. So for the financials of Turnium, a lot of positive things have happened over the past couple of months. In their latest earnings release, Turnium announced $1.48 million in revenue for the past 3 months, which is a 30% increase from the year ago period. That's pretty strong growth, considering that generally speaking, over the past year or two, we know that businesses have been cutting costs, taking away unnecessary expenses, and that has obviously impacted a lot of businesses and prevented them from growing. So the fact that Turnium is continuing to grow, especially its monthly recurring revenue, as you can see from this chart here, that is definitely a very positive sign. And while it's still growing, you can see that Turnium has actually been cognizant and focused on achieving profitability. So they've improved their profitability metrics considerably. You can see that gross margin has increased and total expenses has decreased. And you can see that the net loss has improved from over 3 million Canadian dollars down to less than 1 million Canadian dollars. And they are on a pretty clear path towards break even. Moreover, the company has taken steps over the past few months to shore up its balance sheet. So they did pay off a $2 million term loan, and they also managed to raise approximately 3.5 million Canadian dollars through a private placement offering. That puts them in a really healthy position to continue to grow, while also making sure that the company can obviously manage to maintain its debt and expenses. So those are all positive developments that are happening with this stock and company. But as I mentioned earlier, there's even bigger developments that just happened this past week. So on September 12th, Turnium announced that SD-WAN and SaaS Solutions joins Turnium's global partner program to bolster business connectivity and AI security. And in that press release, Turnium says that this deal specifically is going to have potential to drive over $2 million in monthly recurring revenue. So month after month after month, if you annualize that, that is over $24 million in potential revenue from this deal alone, right? That's huge, huge news considering the numbers that I just spoke about earlier, where in one quarter they're generating about 1.5 million. So on an annual run rate, that's about $6 million. To be able to grow that with one deal potentially to 24 million plus is going to be potentially massively game-changing for this company's finances. If we look at this client that they just signed up, SD-WAN and SaaS Solutions is based in London, UK, and they have a worldwide reputation for innovative networking and security products and services, having already launched 6 world-first innovations onto the global solutions market, storming ahead of global tech giants, right? So they're working with a very substantial client here. SD-WAN and SaaS Solutions are aiming at a conservative 1% of the African SME market penetration within the first 24 months. That relates to monthly revenues upwards of $5 million with similar forecasts for Asia Pac. So only 1% of the entire continent of Africa's small and medium-sized businesses that need connectivity solutions is already going to be $5 million in monthly revenue to SD-WAN and SaaS Solutions. And of that 5 million, I'm guessing it makes sense that Turnium gets their stake in it, about $2 million in monthly revenue. So that makes a lot of sense. And that also suggests a big opportunity for that 1% to grow and get more market share. And apart from this one deal that does look amazing, there's also a lot of opportunity, it seems, for Turnium just over time in the global market. So looking at market research report here, you can see that the SD-WAN market is expected to grow 30+% compound annual growth rate between 2022 and 2032. It's projected to grow from $3 billion in total addressable market to over $50 billion by 2032. It is still very early days for this company if you think about the long-term potential here. And if you want to ask, is this company overvalued or how do I value this company? One thing that you could do is look at a price to sales multiple. So if you think about it now, its revenue run rate is about $6 million. Looking at the valuation right now, again, as of this recording, it was approximately $10 million. So it's trading at less than 2 times the annual run rate. So if Turnium does manage to deliver on that $2 million in monthly recurring revenue that gets added on because of this partnership, in addition to its other work, and maybe it also gets some other clients along the way, it does seem like Turnium in 2 years would manage to achieve $30 million plus annual revenue. So you can think about where it's trading right now and the potential valuation then. And you can also see this table right here that goes into all of the different competitors or similar companies in this space as Turnium and how they are trading. And it does look like Turnium is trading considerably below the valuation of other companies here. So if you put that all together, you have a pretty intriguing under the radar tech penny stock to watch here. So to wrap things up here, Turnium Technology Group, ticker symbol TTGI, is a B2B business-to-business cloud-based networking and connectivity solution for companies like internet service providers. Turnium has taken big strides into improving its balance sheet and profitability metrics, all while maintaining steady growth. And of course, they just announced a major new partnership here with SD-WAN SaaS Solutions, where they could potentially generate over $2 million in monthly recurring revenue from that deal alone in the next 24 months. This groundbreaking deal is going to ramp up their revenue growth even further. This is not financial advice, guys, but I encourage you to do your own research, do your own due diligence before you make any financial decision. Check out that press release. I'll have it linked in the description down below. You can look into that as well as their other materials on their investor relations page. Please give this video a big like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.